All right, so no BS. So I'm going to show you guys here is exactly the ad account setup structure, all the game behind it for how we're getting this ceramic coating shop booked 3 to 4 weeks out pretty much every single week. Now, this is not a new client. This client has been working with us for over a year. At this point, we've been doing their meta ads. We'd be able to help them scale 4x in their monthly revenue. Right now, their biggest constraint they have is shop size, no longer lead flow. And I'm going to show you exactly the structure behind this. No gatekeeping, none of that. This is as real as it gets what we are doing for them. After watching this video, you should have all the basic tools to make this happen for your shop if you do ceramic coatings. And if you still feel like you're not necessarily able to do this or comfortable doing this, or just don't want to do all the work behind running good ads because it does take time, then you can go ahead and message me. I'd be happy to go ahead and chat. My contact info is down below. But now let's get into the ad account here. So right here, you'll see last 7 days, 15 leads at $28.32 a lead. Now, right now, transparently, this actually has been a pretty bad 7-day run for us. Usually our CPLs are a lot lower than this. If we look at our maximums here, we're looking at average of 16 CPL, 19 CPL here, $21 CPL here, and this one actually got a bit high. So overall, about 1,500 website leads for this brand that have been real solid over time at about let's call it an $18 CPL average here. How are we making this happen? What are we doing? What is that secret sauce? Well, I'll tell you right now, in terms of campaign structure, you're going to see a lot of campaigns here. People get confused as far as like, what campaign structure do I run? Campaign structure matters maybe 5% now on Facebook ads, as long as you are running a lead generation campaign and you are not using meta lead forms. A lot of agencies and people that run ads will try and push you to do a meta lead form, which is the form that is on Meta itself rather than a form on a separate web page. I strongly recommend against using a meta lead form. People will tell you to go ahead and use one because it's easier to set up and track, and the cost per lead numbers are cheaper. That's how you see all those dudes out there flexing $2-3 cost per leads. Those leads generally suck ass, and because you're getting way more at a lower cost, there's more work for you that's involved in trying to nurture them and do whatever with them. It's usually much more worth it for you to go ahead and do website lead forms, spend more per lead, but overall get a much higher quality of lead, which is exactly what we do for all of our shop clients. With this, the way the current campaign is set up right now, I'll show you exactly what we're doing. We've tested a whole bunch of different ad sets in here over time. Again, you'll see here, this is a remarketing based Advantage Plus one we're running right now. So we took all the website visitors and sort of social engagers and used that as the targeting inside of the Advantage Plus as the basis. It's not locked in as a retargeting campaign. It's set up to where we have website visitors, engagement, all that stuff, but it's set to expand beyond that, as you see here by Advantage Plus. But overall, you don't have to run it this way. You can run it, generally speaking, this one here is another version of that. We've tested broad and stuff like that. These are just working for us right now. You don't have to do this. I would probably just run a broad if I was you. It's more of a do as I say, not as I do. This has just been working well for us in the past, but I'm sure if we just put the money towards the broad only instead of this, it would end up doing about the same. So that's exactly it. We just have one ad set running right now. We're testing one campaign. I put it all into one. I wouldn't split it up and go a bunch of different campaigns. We don't have a retargeting campaign. I don't think you need a retargeting campaign if you're doing ceramic coating. As long as you have enough creative, it will kind of do it itself. Looking at this data here, if you look at the last 30 days, for example, 2.83 ad frequency. So that means the average person has seen the ads in this account 2.83 times in this campaign, which means they're probably seeing different ads over time, which is essentially kind of a retargeting in and of itself through Facebook. The algorithm is smart enough now. You don't really need to do a retargeting campaign at all for your evergreen year-round stuff, in my opinion. But breaking it down further, the ads we're running. This account, we have these current ads up. We actually have a bunch of ads live right now. I think my head's in the way. We got a bunch of stuff live in here right now. This one here is a new launch. Cost per lead, this is a bit high so far. We want to give this some more time to test out. This one's probably going to get killed off today or something. But in here, what you'll see is there's a bunch of video ads. We don't do image ads. I think static ads for ceramic coating 90% of the time kind of suck. They don't do that well. We are all about video ad here. These are video ads with the owner of the business going ahead and talking about their coating process, what they do, why they're great at it, all that that stuff. These are not heavy discount push ads. We're not running in these ads a big promo, none of that. There is actually no promo in any of these ads. And of the 1,500 leads I showed you before, account-wide, that we've gotten for them, none of them have been doing a specific promo. These are all no promotion related, no price related promos. This is all stuff that is just built on the trust and authority of the shop. That's all we're doing. If you do a promo, which you can do in your market, you will probably see a lower cost per lead, but also worse lead quality. So we're not doing any of that for them. We're doing lots of talking head content in the shop in front of customer cars. We're differentiating in the content which cars we're shooting in front of. So we're not shooting 6 ads in front of the same Audi SQ5, right? We're doing one ad from an Audi SQ5, one ad from a GT500, one ad from a C8 Corvette, right? We're only using the highest quality vehicles in the video. These ads in terms of length are anywhere between 35 seconds to a minute 20, minute 30. Length doesn't matter too much for your success, and they're just good talking head content ads. We have a few of them that are just kind of trending overlay headline ads, which just basically is text over B-roll of cars. They haven't done too well. They haven't actually just done much. They're kind of just in the funnel. They just kind of exist. That's their goal, to be there for creative diversity. The problem here that shops run into, and that's what we do, is why CPLs are going up for this one, like I said in last week, is that we just haven't gotten any new creative back yet. What you're going to do with your shop, and if you want to get real leads in for your coatings, the thing that I recommend you do, it's very simple. Copy the setup, broad campaign, one ad set, one campaign, $30 a day, probably 25, 35, $40 a day, depending on what you're comfortable spending. I wouldn't spend less than that. And stack this full of video creative and keep on adding more and more talking head content, talking to the camera about the coatings you do, and take them to a landing page that uses a website form to opt in. Those are the bones that will make this work. I don't care what anybody else says. This has worked for a full year for this client. There have been ups and downs as we cycle new creative in and out, but this fundamentally has worked for a year and has blown up their business. And when we do this for other shops that aren't just ceramic coating shops, it does the same thing. They crank. This stuff works. So that's kind of the video format. It's very simple talking head content. I mean, you can kind of see here the basics on this. I'll just open this up. I'll actually show you behind the hood real quick. You see right here, just talking head content on this. This is what's working. Just talking at the camera right then and there. Boom, boom, going around the shop, captions on it. Real simple stuff. The ad copy is decent too. I'm not going to really show you the ad copy on it. Ad copy matters. 5% of your results will come from the ad copy itself. It's not a big needle mover. The 80% of your results are going to come from that video ad you're using and the page we're taking them to. Now, when we get them to a landing page, a lot of people will just take them to a contact page that just has the basic info. And it's like, select your service. Don't do that. That's stupid. Not going to work. When you take them to a contact page, we need to have a conversion optimized landing page for them to go ahead and book, right? That backend form has to tie into your CRM. We want to have automated text or at least something that ensures speed to lead, because we have to talk to them quickly, right? That matters a ton. We need to have a nice hero section. It has to be conversion optimized and look good. Needs to showcase customer reviews, 100%. Needs to showcase pictures of finished vehicles, ideally high quality vehicles, things that are expensive, BMW X5s, things like of that, or classic and collector cars. Specialty vehicles like that, plus newer expensive stuff is what we need to show on there. Don't show anything cheap, even if it is the nicest G37 IPL in the world that exists. Do not show that on the video or on the page. We want to showcase only stuff that's expensive because it's aspirational. The guy who has a G37 IPL will go to that page. They will see you do X5s and X6s and go, they could do my G37. The guy who has a Huracan goes to a page and sees you did work on a G37 and doesn't immediately think, oh, he could do my Huracan. And that's the disconnect we want to avoid at all costs. But run it there, run it to that conversion optimized landing page, and roll out new ads all the time. This is where people mess up, is they'll record 3 video ads like this and they're just going to launch them and it's not going to work. And they're going to say, Eric, dude, this thing you told me about, it's just not working. You need to launch a lot more than 2 or 3 ads. You need to be doing like an ad a week minimum is what I would recommend you shoot here. If you have consistent vehicle flow in the shop, do an ad a week. Get in front of the camera, script it, do an ad a week. If you can't commit to doing that and you need to work with somebody to script the ads for you, then that's why you work with somebody like me and my team. But otherwise, an ad a week is what I really want to see from you, or at least a decent batch of them a month. Because look at the numbers here too, guys. 2.16% CTR, just under $1 cost per click. You're going to also see here like 2% CTR is just the average for Meta itself, right? 2% CTR is just like generally a decent number. $1 cost per click is fine. Like these aren't insane-o numbers, numbers, right? Some people are sitting there trying to get an 8, 9, 10% CTR on your ads. It's not going to happen, bro. You're going to end up getting a CTR that's probably in the range of 1.5 to 3%, 3.5% maybe. Maybe 5 if your market just loves what you're doing, right? Maybe. But even with these numbers, we're getting them lead flow that is keeping them booked out 3 to 4 weeks with absolutely zero promotions in terms of price or discounts. They actually raised their price this year and they've done well since. So that is exactly just straight up what we're doing right now. No BS. This is what's working. So hope you found this useful. If you did, stick around, shoot me a message if you have any questions. But yeah, that's what we're doing for this client.